Hello footies, welcome along to Foot in Review, powered by footcoaching.com, bringing you leading analysis and opinion on all things Ultimate Team since 2019. We bring you 2 audio shows a week, available on all your leading podcast platforms. Plus, it's a fully produced video show now, which you can check out over on YouTube and Spotify. Now, if you can afford to support us a little bit extra, go that little extra mile, why not consider heading over to patreon.com/foot in review. You get a range of benefits, including joining our new loyalty program. You get Discord access as well as lots of other bits and pieces. Head over to Patreon for all the information on that. A big thank you to today's show sponsors, CarMoney. We'll have a little bit on them later in the show, but in the meantime, a big thank you to our Skybox holders over on Patreon, Amar, Artyom and Peter.
Dear footies, we have reached the point of no return. No pun intended. Tifos' season rewards? Wow, just wow. As a community, we have had to endure the constant reduction and thinning of rewards. Overpriced SBCs, drop rates of promo cards appear lower than ever too. We have become the boiling frog. The heat is being turned up. The cuts have been small, but unfortunately numerous. And we haven't noticed it. Ask yourself, where does this end? Tifos for Champs Reward and FC26? And tradable packs are the norm and not the exceptions. Current rewards would have been unthinkable a few versions back. Tifos for season rewards, there's just no way. But we have become so accustomed to these paltry rewards and SBCs that we are now Oliver Twist himself. Please, sir, I just want some more. But dear footies, all is not lost. We actually do have the power to force meaningful change. EA needs our money. Selling us FC points appears to be the main priority. So today, the Foot in Review podcast is saying, pin the points. Let's show EA as a community we have had enough. FC points are now the real game currency, not coins. We have to turn the cash tap off until EA comes to the party. And this isn't a solo quest either. We need you to ask other content creators to adopt hashtag bin the points. Chat to your favorite streamer. Ask them to adopt a point-free stream on socials. Let's get hashtag bin the points trending. The quicker we come together as a community, the quicker we can affect change. If we come together as a community, we can get the rewarding game we deserve and we all fell in love with in the first place. So when you feel the need to reach for those points, remember the end of the season tifos and repeat, bin the points, bin the points, bin the points. Hello footies, welcome to Foot in Review episode 651. My name is John and of course, as you just noticed, we'll be discussing the season 1 ending and season 2 starting. We discuss the milestone rewards, if you just can call them that. And of course, we'll talk all about the new Centurion and Evolutions cards. And we take on the weekly topic, the week in review and the foot coaching tip of the week. My name is John, like I said, and I'm not alone today. I'm joined by the Beanie Boys themselves. It's none other than, let's start with in the middle, it's none other than Chris, Grandpapa Mac.
Hey, John, that was an awesome speech. I would have clapped during it, mate. I'm going to certainly clap you for saying it, mate. Yeah, definitely. Let's bin those points.
Yeah, let's keep that going, though. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's just make sure we get the other Beanie Boy introduced. So if you're wondering why these guys are wearing beanies, we had a Halloween outfit of a podcaster, which says you should wear headphones and a beanie to go on Halloween as a podcaster. Chris and the man I'm about to introduce took that really seriously, and they're wearing beanies tonight. I did my hair, and it looks damn well, so I'm definitely not doing a beanie tonight. So, also, Chris and myself are joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the Harry-Hola of the foot, the Norwegian Indiana Jones, the King of the North himself. It's none other than Ingve.
Hello, good evening, god kväll, god aften. Here are the points from the Norwegian jury. 12 points. Foot in review.
Yeah, so if you're looking at our YouTube or Spotify video version, Ingve's got some new gear going and he's now sitting in the Sky Sports Norway studio, I think. So, well, it's good to see you there, mate.
Good to be here.
I'm covered in plants if you look at the video, and if you look at the video version on Chris, he's joined by a tiger, which you definitely should just check out at Foot Coaching Store. Getting all of that out of the way, guys. let's start by saying I'm not very often very disappointed, but I sure was yesterday. We are recording this on a Friday, day 2 of the new season. We knew for a while that it said we had a TIFO as the reward for playing 19 games in your division. I thought it was a mistake. The game has been having some visual bugs lately, so I thought this is one of those. I read somewhere in the list on bugs saying there's an incorrect TIFO showing. The main deal there was it was actually a bronze TIFO showing, and then we definitely got a golden TIFO. That was actually the issue. I thought, there's a TIFO showing, but we're just going to get packs anyways. That felt very lackluster. Luckily, the new season is just 20 days to get 90 games in for the same TIFO, which is also hilarious. And since I've been talking for the last 6 minutes, I'm just going to go first to Ingve because you're the content guy. What's going on here?
Well, I don't know. I thought that maybe it was a mistake. Okay, if we get a TIFO, then of course it was a mistake, but they fix it for season 2, and no. So now I have to maybe play less Rivals games or more to not get the silver one I got this season, because it's going to be a duplicate, it looks like, which I don't need. I don't really need a bronze or a gold TIFO either. It's very disappointing. Could at least have given us something a little bit more special than the same ones. Maybe some super fancy TIFO with animations or something at least to spice things up. But we all know that everybody, they grind those Rivals games to get packs, and when the end of season milestones, rewards, you can't call them rewards anymore because they're not. So it's not very rewarding getting a TIFO for playing up to 90 games in Rivals, because it's quite draining because the level is getting quite high as well if you go up divisions, and you don't get any easy games anymore either. It's like you have to be fully concentrated every match, pretty much, at least from Division 6 and above. It's like no easy matches. And if you're going to grind that for 90 matches to get a TIFO, no thanks.
No, but seriously, 20 days for the new one to get 19 games in. Of course, maybe you can just explain why it's sort of cut in half now, but that's a lot of games.
Yeah, it is. I think maybe people complained that the season was too long to get to the highest level, to get the players unlocked or packs or whatever they want and have available. But now it's like, then maybe they should have 60 matches as the maximum for the milestone TIFOs. I don't call them rewards anymore. It's
well, it doesn't really
TIFOs.
matter.
No.
Because you know what I did with that TIFO?
Discarded it.
I discarded it, yeah.
So you don't get a dupe. That's very smart.
Yeah. So I at least now I get something I can use when the new season starts.
Mastermind.
I see Chris just almost turning red. Chris,
I'm doing the international sign for poop. That's what I'm doing, because that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Does anyone's watching on YouTube? That's what the sign is for poop, because that's what it is. Come on. First of all, 90 games, you're going to give us a TIFO. A TIFO that was made on somebody's computer. Let's be honest, there was no thought put into that. That's a standard corporate-looking TIFO. Are you trying to tell me there's not any graffiti artist out there in Toronto or somewhere else that could have made something really fantastic and actually gave us something completely different? Because that actually, I would have said, well, okay, then I might use something like that. But no, what do we get? We got a cookie cutter, corporate-looking logo, TIFO. Bronze is the same, silver's the same, gold's the same. I mean, what are we going to do with that? Come on, guys. 90 games. It's like the VIP thing they put in for 20 wins in the Elite League. You got one rare in that pack. I mean, who's kidding who here? You know what I mean? That is an absolute... I've got to watch what I say there. I nearly swore there, John, but that is an absolute you-know-what take. And I was like you. I flushed it straight down the toilet. Absolute waste of time.
Yeah, we have to shout out to Lando, though. Dear friend, check him out, Tolando77. Because not only was he very disappointed he got the TIFO, he expected packs as well. But also, miraculously, on stream is actually rewards from that week disappeared. So yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's been a mess. Now, but seriously, it is. We started this show, of course, with a statement that I think it's more point driven. But what maybe you can explain it, because I'm a gameplay guy. I just want to play, right? So I'm not even too bothered by getting rewards. Of course, like opening packs, but I'm not. I don't do objectives, for example. Miraculously, I actually got level 40 this week, so the season was perfectly length for me. But normally I wouldn't even get close because I'm just not going to do different things. But milestones, what does it even matter? Like what does a season entail these days, except for the objective you can get like 1 to level 40? It doesn't matter anyway which division you're at. It doesn't. I'm completely lost on the rival system currently, unless if you want to, well, I want to say torture yourself maybe up there in Elite.
Yeah, but on the previous game, FIFA 23, you could play rivals, and when you had the milestone rewards, you got packs as well, of course, as we already mentioned. But the higher you got to the rivals divisions, the better packs you got from the milestone rewards as well.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the motivation to grind rivals and get promoted and get better rewarded by the end of the season. Hence the milestone rewards actually felt like rewards as well. And now it's like, why would people play more than the 7 wins needed to get the upgraded packs? Now people don't want to get promoted, it seems, because the level in the Division 6 is crazy at the moment. I really struggled yesterday. I won 1 match, I think, in 10 or something. People with crazy teams, crazy good players, doing all the skill moves at the right time, etc., etc. So it seems like people are doing the 7 wins and then they don't play rivals, because at the end of the week, it's like take quite a while, even with crossplay on, to find rivals matches, for me at least. So I don't know. EA killed the motivation on that one. So yeah, shame.
I mean,
Chris, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, so the best thing EA could have done, just take the milestones away. Why even have this hassle for 3 tifos? I mean, what is the point? It's like, oh, well, we've put them in last year, they were really popular. We better keep them in. What are we going to give them? We can't give people packs because that's not going to fit our narrative of what we actually want to do with the game. So we'll put a tifo in.
Give them players. I don't get this. Like, you give players for level 40. Mm-hmm. Give players.
Yeah, that would be nice.
A player pick for reaching. If you don't want to give packs, okay. We hashtag pin the points. We know what's going on here. You don't want to give packs. Then say, okay, you know what? If you play 30 games this season, you can pick a player out of these 3 84 rated players. 60 games, hey, you can play one of those 3 that are available, and people would play rivals. They would go nuts for it. Hey, you get an rewards. 88 rated. Do a flashback. Oh, here you got a flashback Mbappe, 87 rated if you play 19 games. Everyone would go nuts. Everyone would play rivals.
Yeah. But then, I would even consider playing more if there was a cool kit that you couldn't get or pack or buy or in the store. But for tifo, no thanks.
Where do you see those tifos? Because I'm currently a little bit lost, but those are just seen in the intro, no?
Yeah.
You can see them if you're on the console. So
yeah, so but if the game starts, you see the tifo. But if you both say...
You can see them on the web app as well. So you can see them when you play the game.
I can't see it on the web app because the web app on iPhone 13 is just plain broken still.
You need to watch it on your computer, mate.
I'll be honest with you guys. I like the tifos, and if there's a nice tifo, in the store and it's not too many coins, I'll potentially buy it. Because when you get deep in the game, sometimes I like making my stadium look nice. I like having nice tifos, but the stuff they've produced is just garbage. Yeah. It just is garbage. It's like the start of as you said, Ingve, there, if they'd give us an animated tifo, there's so many wonderful tifos. If you look, go on X and look for tifo. Some of the displays, we've had one at Ibrox before the old firm game. It was absolutely amazing. It was a 3D one. Why are we not getting that? If that's what you're going to give us, if that's what you're going to say, look, let's do that, guys. We're not going to give you players. We're not going to give you packs. We're going to give you give us something that's actually worthwhile. You know, the idea of players is far better than a pack, John. I tell you something, that's an absolute wizard idea. Because packs, okay, they're great. Let's be honest, we're going to get 82 rated somebody that you're never going to use. You're only going to use them for the crafting upgrade in Centurions. That's what you're going to use the packs for. That's what we was excited about. Because, you know, you've got this crafting upgrade for 100 times SBC. You know, those packs would have come in handy at that point. But if you actually, as you say, a 91 rated, or sorry, not rated, even a 85 rated Mbappe or a baby icon or something like that people can go, do you know what, I could get that 90 games. I mean, where's the engagement? You know, and surely EA want you to play their game. They've built the game for you to play it. So why give it, you know, why have a game where the people who play more are so disadvantaged? I can't think of any other game where you play the game more and you get such garbage rewards.
Well, I think if you look at, for example, Diablo, which you play as well, you have milestones of sort of seasonal progress, and that's unlocked by the amount you play. So you play, you get experience, you get experiences, you gain levels. Your character, besides that, but you get cosmetic rewards for the time you spend. It's all cosmetic, right? It looks different, new armor, whatever, but it's only cosmetic. So that's why, like, oh, well, this one actually looks cool. I might just spend 2 hours extra to see if I can get that one. No one benefits from it, but you are playing the game. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably I just think this feels really cheap out. We've seen a couple of things. It's really hard to get, like, we now have pretty decent SPCs on, which aren't that weirdly priced, but there's just not a good way to get even fuller or upgrades in. We have an upgrade version now, of course, going in where you can get 100 of them. But you need to be, the chance you actually get a player out of those upgrades that you will be using, it's actually very slim. And basically these upgrades are so high demand that you probably have to go to the store to be able to do these upgrades, to get cards which you toss into SBCs, to get finally the cards you actually want to do. If I look at my own team, there's not a single, there's Virgil van Dijk, which I packed in like day one, of course, but there's no other card which I actually got out of packs myself. All other cards are either SBCs, like the Icon SBCs or the Heroes SBCs, or just bought them from the market once I get enough funds. That's basically it. That says a little bit about, one, how atrocious the rewards have been, but also two, how what's actually coming out of the pack doesn't matter. It's just the amount that comes out of the pack, which is usually the deciding factor these days, because you need volumes to do SBCs. I think we will talk about, of course, some of the content today as well, which actually, if we would rate this content, it's actually pretty good. But to be able to do any of the content, or do a Son, or do a Leao, or do the Bellingham, which we got today, do all the icons we now are finally getting, you almost have to buy packs to be able to do those upgrades, which is going to be hard. I did Pirlo, but my club is now bare-boned. And I'm playing a lot as well, right? It's just a situation we're in. And my most frustrating part about this whole is not even that I don't get packs for rewards, or that it feels so neglected, maybe. But the gameplay I actually still like very much. So I like playing this game. And I know I'm like a weird player base, right? I do this for a living. I look at this game from a gameplay perspective, and for me as well, if I would spend, and I do spend, but I won't spend anymore, but I would spend on FIFA points, it's a business expense to be able to save myself time to be able to catch up and do the show properly. So for me, it's a whole different story in how I spend and how I play this game. So I'm not the average player, I think, the average player base here. But it must be extremely, like Ingve, do you have players in your club? Would you be able to grind your way to one of those SBCs that released this week?
I might be able to do Pavlidis, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Player of the month in the Eredivisie. I'll be able to do him, I think.
Good striker, though. I wouldn't do that, but that's not
he won't fit my team.
Son.
So yeah, it's like I was looking at Pirlo, and it's like no, I can't afford that. So and I can't afford that Martha one. That's crazy overpriced as well. It's 280k to do that, and not the best links either, unless you go full Brazilian side. So
everything's overpriced now as well, of course, right?
Yeah.
Not to sound overly negative today, but if you don't get packs tradable in as rewards, you won't actually be able to get stock up in the market. So there's actually all SPs. I sold an 85 rated card this week for like 9,000. Like, why am I selling 85 for 9,000? Because people want to do the SPCs and there's just no demand. Like there's no stock coming in. There's plenty of demand. So so all these SPCs, they look expensive, but I think if you look a year back, they would will be half price actually.
And can I just add, guys, one of the things that I've noticed now, and I didn't twig at the time, but the removal of the red picks for the champion players is causing a problem now. If you look at the Nemanja Icon SBC, which I'm sure Ingve will talk about when we get there, you need 2 Team of the Week cards there. Okay, for the 85 rated squad and also the 84 rated squad. So you don't necessarily need a super high Team of the Week card, but they're so hard to pack now. But in previous versions, those would have been red championship cards in there because they could go into icons. And now what we're finding with champion rewards is, and I had this on Sunday there when I finished my champs, you're getting an 84 pick. I think it was 2 of them. And the first one was an 88, an 84, and 84. The problem with the 88 was it was Bernardo Silva, who's already in my club. So I took an 84 rated Madison. And this is the problem now with the champ players. It was like champ players are rubbish, don't want them anymore. But now what we're finding is the high rated cards that you're getting in the champ rewards, you could easily get a dupe with that. So you have to take the lesser card. Otherwise you're going to dupe block your rewards because of course you're going to open them, see what you get. And now we're finding with icons that you can't put these red cards you could have had last year. They were getting for free that you might not never use, but they were handy for that point of view. So that's another thing that, and I think we have to take a bit of blame in the community for that one. I think we were quite happy when they were gone, but actually this is now causing a problem.
I get what you're saying because the dupe theory, like the dupes being there. I don't necessarily think like they did have a upgrade team of the week upgrade for the last couple of weeks running most of the week. Mm-hmm. So there's plenty of ways to actually get team of the weeks in, I feel. And those weren't too expensive either. I think those were like pretty decently priced. I never had to like do funny stuff to get an SBC done that required a team of the week. Once that team of the week upgrade SBC is gone, I definitely agree with you there. Then it's going to be really hard. I don't necessarily miss getting red picks because now, especially on like current, you are able to pack a really good card from it, including I think a promo card, which you weren't able to do before. No promo cards, Ingve?
Well, most of my friends they don't see any promo cards in any packs or player picks. So yeah, that's it's
sure,
not easier. And I don't even pack team of the week cards, the lowest ones possible either. So it's like if I get an 84 rated card from a 100k pack, that's kind of like jackpot fodder for me. And most people I know that open those packs from rewards after grinding objectives like 200 rivals wins and things like that, you'll be jackpot if you get anything over 84, which is sad, and it shouldn't be like that. They're untradeable as well. I see there's an SPC now for 82 plus team of the week player pick. But of course you need to get cards to be able to do that as well. Unless you have unlimited coins, which most of us doesn't have. So kind of, you're getting pushed to the shop again, I guess, in the end.
No, true. I'm looking at how many I packed. I do somehow have 7 Team of the Week cards in my club, apparently. Not very high rated. The higher rated one is 83 rated, but and I got one rule break, Trailbreaker, how it's called? Trailblazer.
Trailblazer, yeah.
Acosta, that's the only one I packed, and that's, I got 7 Team of the Weeks in my clubs for some reason. But I think I might actually have done that upgrade 2 or 3 trams as well. So say I packed 4 in the last 6 weeks. That's actually very low. So get your point. But very true. Very true.
All I'm saying, John, was if you want to do icons, if you've played Weekend League or Champs as it's called now, and you've done particularly well, you could have potentially 6 of those cards in your club at the moment. One of them will be a decent rated card. 85 rated might not make the team, but it's ideal for something like the Vidic SBC.
No, I mean, it just comes down on the fact that there's less ways to gather fodder to put into SBC, especially. Right? Unless you call Talking Foot, who's been on the show, and packed Mbappe from one of those upgrades back this week. So
he doesn't have any luck. Remember, that guy does no luck.
No, I never had any luck. We'll be right back after the break, and after the break, we'll be discussing the Centurion Team 2 and, of course, all the SBCs that hit week, and I'll let you guys review this week in foot. We'll be right back.
This show is sponsored by CarMoney, the car finance ninjas, fighting to make cars affordable and accessible for everyone, no matter your financial situation. Nikki, the car finance ninja here, compares the top car finance lenders in both the UK and Australia to get you the best possible price so you don't have to, and they can get you approved fast. All you need to do is choose your new car and drive away happy. Get in touch with one of their friendly ninjas and start your car finance journey today.
And we're back. That was a good break, wasn't it, Chris?
It definitely was. I managed to post a thing on X that says, bin the points.
Hashtag bin the points. Keep them going. I do have a feeling how we're going to call this episode, though. Before we talk Centurion 2, let's talk a little bit of housekeeping, because if you want to play Champions this weekend or just play FC24, we not only have this show, which you're now listening on, available on Saturday evening, but Sunday evening. Stay tuned, because there's a bonus show appearing on your feeds for everyone with some cool reveals, and it's all about going to the sun and going on an adventure. So Sunday, 6 p.m. UK or 7 Central European time, a bonus show will appear on your feeds as well. So go check that out. Ingve, it's time for some content, mate. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I guess I am. we did get some content, and it's not bad actually. We got some SPCs today. First, we got the Player of the Month for Eredivisie, Pavlidis, which is cheap, 24k for an 86 rated card. He got some nice boosts from his normal card, and we got the long-awaited Jude Bellingham Player of the Month, which comes in around 640k when we record the show, and we kind of been waiting him for a few months now, but I guess EA didn't want to release him too early because he's going to get more, and he's the same rating as the Trailblazer card, pretty much. The Trailblazer one has a little bit better shooting and +1 pace. Player of the Month has +1 on defending. So it's if you have the Trailblazer card, you don't need the Player of the Month card, and if you have the Inform, I still wouldn't get the Player of the Month version, because I'm pretty sure it's going to get another Player of the Month soon. The price isn't bad at the moment for what the card is, but still the chances that he's going to get a new one is pretty big, because he's playing so well. So he might get a new one already next month. So do you want to spend 630-40k on a card if you don't have fodder for him to be kind of not the highest rated one for a month? No,
you just want to get the evolutions. Now I forgot his name. The Atletico player,
Lorente.
Yeah, I would get Lorente for 150 and go for him.
Yeah, so it's not special in any ways from his other cards. It's not huge upgrades. It's not
a bad price either. It's like,
but the card is like pretty much the same as his other 2 special cards, and it's the same playstyle, so that's not special either. So it's not same work rates, same skill moves, weak foot. So If you have tons of other, which we don't, then of course you can do the Player of the Month if you really wanted a Trailblazer card and couldn't afford to buy him. But how many people does that involve? Pretty much. So yeah.
If you just look at the card, so if you look at the Kubo card that came out, same league, he was a +5 upgrade on his gold card. Bellingham was +2. Pavlidis,
from his normal card.
From his normal card, yeah. Pavlidis is +8. Yeah. So really the upgrade, I don't understand why the upgrade's only +2. It makes no sense for that.
Yeah. But can we please not get a +8 Bellingham?
No, I'm not suggesting that for 1 second, but I think when you look at the card, I think there's a tinge of disappointment there when you look at it.
Yeah, but you shouldn't kind of like count it as a +2 from his non-inform cards, because he's had a 1 inform at 87 rated and he's had a 1 card Trailblazer at 88. Yeah. So this, I always, when I kind of look at the cards, I kind of look at what is the highest rated card he already have, and then it's the same. Before, earlier year, we would usually get a +1 or a +2 on the highest, depending on how high the highest card were. If it was 90 plus, we got a +1. If it was under, we usually got a +2 upgrade. So in theory, he could have gotten a +90 rated card, but EA probably knows he's going to get lots of upgrades, informs, because he's playing so well. But then make these cheaper, but then of course they would destroy the price of the Trailblazer card, so that would affect the market, and it's a complete chaos.
I think the biggest thing is here that the Player of the Month cards, EA can't assign on them. Like, they don't pick them, right?
No, they don't pick the players, but they can play, put the stats.
Yeah, but they know, like, for example, they put Trailblazer in, and they know, okay, Jude's going to be a popular card. He's already a popular card in non-inform. The inform was popular, so that will sell packs. That will be good. And I actually, please get those cards in, because those are the cards we actually want to pack, right?
But we don't pack.
Oh, we don't pack them, but hey, that's you want to have those cards in packs. You want to have the top cards. You want to be able to get one if you need. And then he put out the Player of the Month Rise, which EA can't that doesn't pick. It can't be as good as the Trailblazers one, because everyone that bought the Trailblazer one would be like, that's no fun. If it is good, or if even as better as that one, everyone would do it, like instantly, would drop all the SBCs. That's the one we want to go for. Got 30 days to grind this Uber card from, and we would see no diversity in teams, and everyone use Jude. If you make it if you make it worse than the inform, players just going to get the inform. I think this is I'm not defending EA today. I mean, but I think this is like the best they could sort of do with cards like this in these circumstances.
But why don't they change the play styles? Mm-hmm. Because if he scored a few headers during the month, they couldn't have given him a power header plus or something like that. At least it would be a little bit more special than what it is now. If he had long shots, then give him the power shot plus on the Player of the Month, because that's like what was standing out by his performance during the month. But it's just the same thing. I got nothing to
counter that. I think that's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Can I just ask on the playstyles then, as someone who's not 100% accurate, and what do you think of the playstyles he's got? So he's got Relentless plus Flair, Technical, Intercept, and Slide Tackle. Are they any playstyles that you would like to see in a card that plays either as a centre midfielder or as a cam?
Technical and Intercept is nice to have on a box-to-box player. Relentless, of course, helps his stamina. He's going to kind of last longer, but he already has 95 stamina, so I don't know, the playstyle plus Relentless kind of isn't needed on his card. I would say Intercept plus would be really nice to have on this card for a box-to-box. He would intercept more in to kind of counter his defensive awareness, etc. So the Relentless Plus is kind of obsolete on this card, at least.
No, I'm not disagreeing there, except I want more players that are either going forward or backwards. So for Jude, for example, he's one of those midfielders that now starts to turn up, like goes forward more than he's on defending. I would hate to see cards that have very good attacking stats of midfield having play styles that are improving their defense, because those will be gullet cards which are just breaking the game and be a center of all teams for the time being.
Yeah, just increase the price on the SPC then, if it has the playstyles to kind of make them function like
but
a gullet. And
I think the biggest benefit of a Player of the Month card is that most people are able to get him. And I don't want those Player of the Month cards to be like the Uber cards. Like, if you give this card like a PowerShot Plus, I agree, right? Would fit the playstyle, would fit what he done in real life, will add value to the card. Actually, many people would consider doing. But still, I think we'll be surprised how many people are still doing this card anyways.
Because they're forced to store. And people, of course, if you can afford to spend, I understand that, because you really want the cards and want to have fun, and that card will make it fun. So I understand that people are tempted to go to the store, but there should be other ways to be able to put in hours and actually play the game. Because I remember a few years ago that there was some kind of article saying that you could get pretty much every player on the game by playing matches only and not spend money. And
but we had to laugh about that article back then.
Yeah,
already,
that was a little bit. I agree, but that was kind of a statement coming from across the sea. So then there's nothing like you can't. I don't know how many. There's not enough hours in the day, in the week, in the month to be able to kind of unlock these cards. So it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah. Do you think it has something to do with the fact EA Sports is separate from EA Games these days? Or is it just...
I don't know. I have no clue.
And we never know, right? We never will.
We'll never know.
I'm not going to speculate in that, because we'll never know for sure.
No, it's also bad for my shares. So I don't know. No, that's a joke, just disclaimer. That was 100% joke. Before we get in more trouble today.
Yeah. So
I'm not saying #bin the points while I got shares. Don't worry, I wouldn't do
that. We also got, I can mention, we got an 82 plus team of the week player pick. So 28K. We got the Centurion Vidic SPC, which is priced around 350-60K, which isn't bad. But if you don't have coins, if you don't have fodder, then of course, it's not gonna be easy to get that card. I've been out of fodder since I did the Rodrigo SPC quite a while ago. So I'm like struggling to get anything done without spending coins to buy players to be able to do the SPC. So now I don't have coins pretty much. So and I'm stuck with my team. So the Vidic card looks really good though.
he is actually really good.
Yeah.
So just again, guys, then on that card as we talk about it. So just, let's be honest, playstyles is a new thing this year. When you look at his playstyles, he's got slide tackle plus, power header, block, bruiser, jockey, acrobatic. Even if you look at it, you think it's his balance or something like that, is way down, and aerial. What about those playstyles on a centre back? Are they good? Is there something missing you'd like to have seen?
Anticipate would be nice, yeah. But other than that, they're quite nice, the ones. Because he has aerial and power header, so I'm pretty sure he's going to score a few goals on corners if you want to cross the ball with those. Slide tackle, I don't see many slide tackle. When I play, I've heard rumors about people facing opponents doing over 100 during a match. I have no clue how they do that, but then of course this would be perfect. Jockey should make him a little bit more easy to jockey around when you're trying to defend manually, which will help. So maybe the acrobatic thing will make him do bicycle kicks on corners. I don't know. So there are some nice on block and bruiser. Of course, it's really nice to have on a defender as well.
Yeah, I really like Aerial Plus on the center defender.
Yeah,
of course, Anticipate Plus is awesome. jockey. Really like it, but I think I always want someone with Aerial Plus. I have Virgil there, Aerial Plus, just to make sure that I don't concede those. Like those crosses can be really strong, especially once you know how to swerve them with the L2. And if you don't have a defender to properly be able to defend that, it's going to be really hard. So usually worth the investment for me. But Vidic looks good. I've tested him before. On our co-op team, and I think, perfect card, honestly. Him and Blanc was at the back.
The price is the price isn't bad. So, but
all these icons SBCs are pretty decent, actually.
Yeah, but it's just difficult to get the
coins
or the cards.
Them,
and I don't have time to trade either, so I'm kind of in trouble. So.
I
agree.
Can I ask a question on content, Ingve? Sorry, I don't mean to steal your thunder, my friend, though. But I'm looking at football, and I'm just wondering what the 92 Kevin De Bruyne's got over his 91 rated gold card would make you spend 1.65 million more.
Well, it's a nice card design. I'll admit that. That's and of course, +6 pace is maybe 700,000 coins more, but I still think you would be fine with a non-inform. I think even the flashback one with even
I use a
better
non-inform in my main team, honestly.
Yeah, so I wouldn't pay that much extra, to be honest. They're pretty much the same. It's not. This is dynamic, of course, but I still don't think that's worth coins. Same play styles. And,
it's just not. It's not.
No, it's bonkers. If you're paying one,
actually, he got. It looks like he got the long ball plus on the Centurion, and his non-inform has incisive pass. So. For some reason,
I like the incisive pass more.
Yeah, so they kind of made him worse then. So some have got changed playstyles and some have don't. There's like no kind of proper logic on upgrades on cards. It's just confusing. So it's like frustrating. So
we won't go through all the teams though. I just want to asking. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Musiala got the same playstyle plus as he has on it on the inform. So why didn't he get a different one? So
I know I can ask him, but I probably says he won't know either.
and
he Chris?
So I was going to say we're also contractually obliged to mention the Juve player that's in Centurions, aren't we, Ingve? You know, that's part of us being allowed to come onto the podcast.
But now I do. I have something to say about that though. I like Chiesa, but there's more players at Juventus than Chiesa. This is a third special card. With the night card, I think we are third card. This is second special card. Yeah,
night card and this one.
Third card in 6 weeks. That's a bit much. Even I find it a bit much. I mean, give Vlahovic that card, or I don't know.
I would even prefer a big favorite that we
Bremer.
No. The one that we probably would complain that why is he back again? Alexandro. I would rather have him than Chiesa.
For example, I mean, Chiesa it's a great, terrific looking card, and definitely I would not mind backing him. EA, if you provide me that card, it's all good. Still gonna say don't buy points.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't have to if I back him. So, but
choose someone else.
I think it's I was like, I saw that card like, yeah, well, after the first one, I was like, it's good, and I'm a fan.
Yeah. I could have given Miretti or something, but I don't think maybe he's played enough matches to get the kind of requirements. But I'm pretty sure Alexandro has enough matches or something over 100 to be able to get a card. So
I think so. Yeah, for sure. Of course, over the years, should be plenty of options.
So
then again, we did get a Trezeguet card, so That's good.
Yeah, from a Juve legend. So that's I'm pretty sure he's gonna be quite cheap soon.
100,000 coins already.
Yeah.
And I was this close to just getting him. 4-star, 4-star. Don't see much wrong with that card. He's got acrobatic plus, power header, first touch, aerial. I don't see many problems with him if I'm quite honest. But
no, he should be probably cheaper as well. So I might pick him up just to try him to have some fun.
Yeah.
Whoop in some crosses, score a few headers.
I already run Netfed, Pirlo. I run.
Yeah, he would be perfect for your team.
Sola on top, of course. So this would be a nice match.
Yeah, throw a hawk on him and he's 83 jumping. Yeah.
And there's just a couple of female players I'd like to mention, and this one's disappointing actually. I'm really sorry to Leah Williamson, who plays for Arsenal. Centre back, look at her card, looks absolutely tremendous. Play style she's got, long ball, pass plus, block, bruise or jockey, and anticipate. Looks a great card, 81 pace. You go to information's, okay, she's 3-star, 3-star. And then you go and you look and she goes and she's 5'7". She's smaller than me and she's a centre back. And you guys are talking about rocking Trezeguet and whipping balls into the box. I don't see how that card can be any use whatsoever if you're up against big bruising guys who are lobbing the ball in the box, because you're going to get caught out. It's impossible. It's just impossible.
It's not. I used to Barcelona. I've got her name. It's not Patri. Patri's the midfielder. There's a Barcelona center defender, 88 rated. I used that card at the start of the game. But once people has the Haaland sort of players that just cross, it's just honestly pointless. Well, tackling was really good. Once you got close, they could catch you off the ball. But there's just too many ways to be. So I definitely see like the forwards, the wingers. Like I still like Hemp, for example. There's the fullbacks. There's definitely options to implement female players in your team and just perform. Center defenders and goalkeepers, however, I doubt that's actually going to be a point of it. But if you look at midfielders like Patri, I forgot the famous girl from Barcelona.
Putellas?
Putellas? Yeah, Putellas. I mean, it's terrific card, right? So
Bonmati as well.
Bonmati's got a Centurions today. She's 1.4 million. That card, Ballon d'Or winner this week as well. Playstyles is technical plus, finesse shot, ping pass, incisive pass, tiki-taka, first touch, relentless as well. So she's got everything in this card. Yeah, she's 5'3", 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. I think that does genuinely that price at 1.4. Hopefully it comes down, because that's a card that would be amazing to use in game.
Can I just say something before I forget it? And I'll comment on Bonmati as well. Williamson, you can actually start as a CDM, so she could maybe play a CDM, like a Kante type of player.
Definitely. Guerrero did that as well, right? The one we got last week?
Yeah.
Very bad names, but...
So, yeah, and regarding that Bonmati, of course, really good card, but if you compare her to the non-inform card, there is mostly +1 and there's a few +2 upgrades on the card. So
leave it to Ingve to kill the hype here.
Yeah, I was trying to really sorry about Matty. You've just celebrated winning the Ballon d'Or. You've tuned into Foot Review thinking my card's out. You know, I love Ingve. He's a cool Norwegian manner. He's going to see great things with my card, and he's just trashed it. We do apologise. Please, if you want to join the pod, you're more than welcome. Bring your Ballon d'Or trophy as well.
And you'll make sure I'm not on it.
No, that's true.
Yeah, but the card looks great, but it's when you have the non-inform, it's pretty much the same, if we're honest. I would rather pay 200,000 coins than 1.45 for a dynamic. Looks great. The design is great on the card, but there's nothing like kind of making this special. If she had some 2-3 playstyle plus, of course, then of 1.5 million more, fair enough. But it's pretty much the same card with a dynamic picture, in my opinion.
No, I think we all agree, honestly. We have 2 topics left, though. Week in review. Ingve, if you would rate this week, what number would it get from 1 to 10, 1 being very awful, 10 being very good, and say in one sentence what number you'd give? Why?
2. The week's been like pushing people to the store for me. Evolutions have lacking, not lacking, but they're making the requirements so kind of stingy that cars like Soboslai couldn't be done with the new one we got today.
One pace too slow, too
yeah,
fast.
It's like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those things are so annoying, and that they don't bring back the old ones, because then we could do so much fun upgrades with other cars as well to bring them up to the same level. They're not going to go above the ones you already can upgrade, but you would have tons of other fun players from maybe from your favorite team as well. So Evolutions still have very good potential, but still badly executed. So it's a 2 for me.
Chris, 1 to 10, and in one sentence, why that number?
John, I'm going to do more than one sentence. I'm going to give you 2 scores. I'm going to give you a score of 3 for rivals and champs and everything else, and a score of 8 for squad battles, because that's what I've enjoyed most this week. I'm sitting here doing Paxal, and I put my Dutch accent on every time he scores and shouts Paxal, because we all know John does it. Listen to Friday's show last week if you want to do it. I just find the Evo's just a little bit long, especially long when you don't actually activate that Evo and you're playing maybe 10 matches and you go and see how you're doing and realise that you haven't actually activated the Evo. So Paxal was still sitting there. But I'm enjoying squad battles. I think that's one thing I will say in EA. They've cut the time, and squad battles themselves are actually quite good fun.
No, that's fair. I think I'm the one that always gives the highest numbers in this topic this week. I really enjoyed my weekend food. And of course, negative things aside, we just spoke about them all show now. We started the friendly tournament, the Food and Review Cup. I had a blast playing the first games already. It's a new cup we introduced for all the Patreons, so go check it out, patreon.com/Food and Review. But main thing is you can't play 70 plus depth, and you just have to have fun. And we had some cool games seeing around already, and I really enjoyed that. I got Pirlo and I got Nedved, which usually is like my 2 players I really want to get in my team. Week 6, and I've got him in my team. Miraculously happened. Not sure how it actually happened, but I'm very happy with it, and I really enjoyed tuning some formation this week. A lot of fun actually playing the game. Of course, rewards aside, those were crap. And of course, all the negativity around season 1 brings this week to us, honestly, a solid 5.5 out of 10 for me, because I did actually enjoy putting the controller in my hands and just playing. Hope you guys can hear.
Good.
Last but not least, and I know because we were running short, so sorry, if you want to talk more about content, let us know and we'll pick that up next week as well. But the foot coaching tip of the week, and it's all to do with controller settings. There's a lot of controller settings in this game that differ from what we had in the last games, right? And I'm not going to go into too much detail here because it's just be me repeating, but we just uploaded just a free version, just a free on youtube.com/foot coaching. There's like a 4-minute video, something like that, with all the controller settings. Just check it out, because there's a couple of things which will be really helpful when you're actually defending in this game. If you don't turn that on, I'm not talking only about putting advanced defending on, for example, but there's a couple of things if you don't have that turned on or don't know how that actually works, it's really game changing. So check it out, footcoaching.com or youtube.com/footcoaching. Controller settings, just 4 minutes of your time. I could rephrase it here, but you're probably much easier when you actually see it in front of you as well. But mainly on the defensive part, there's a couple of things that are really helpful. And partial team press. We've spoken about that before. Tap R1, or tap it twice, hold it on the second touch thing. Still remember the last time I was so confused I used the wrong button. But tap R1 or the RB on the Xbox controller. If you tap it twice, hold it on the second tap, you'll see 2 blue markers appear. We've made TikTok videos about it as well this year. You see 2 blue markers appear, which will cover the running players, which means you can apply pressure or make sure a passing lane is cut off, while your AI players with the blue markers will cover the runs. That's very nice for true balls, but it's also extremely helpful when opponents try to do those cutback from the byline passes and run the ball into the goal. Because if you do it in time, your AI will actually, your teammates will actually be able to cover that and those passing lanes, even when you are not there controlling it yourself. So please practice that. And if you're Patreon, we also made a video about it there as well, and we will make a video about it. We actually have made a video about it on socials. Check out our Instagram, TikTok. There's also short examples of it there. So partial team press, just go check it out. I think that's an extremely important one. Chris, is there anything you would like to add in the dying seconds of this show?
I would just like to add to the people out there, let's help each other out. Let's have a nice, friendly community. We've started binning the points. Let's also try and be a little bit more nicer to our fellow gamers. If you can help them out anyway, you have any free games there that you don't really need and you want to give those wins away, please give those wins away. Don't start the game, kick the ball out, pause and quit. Don't be an EA tifo.
Good one. Sneaky one as well. Chris, you look beautiful wearing that beanie. I'll start being nice today. Ingve.
Yes.
Anything you like to add, my friend?
Bid the points, of course. I forgot to mention Jerry Bowen. You can unlock him playing matches in squad battles. Not difficult to do. So good free 86 rated card. So and be nice. Try to have fun. It's only a game. Take breaks.
Always a good thing to take breaks. Talk about breaks. Don't take break from this podcast. Saturday, 6 p.m. UK. Sunday, 6 p.m. UK. And we'll also be back this Tuesday, 6 p.m. UK. So we'll bring the heat. And don't forget, hashtag win the points. Now it's time for us guys to
Drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it.
F-U-T. F-U-T. F-F-F-U-T. F-U-T. T. Interview. F-U-T.